Your mind is the control center of your life. The thoughts you dwell on, the beliefs you hold, and the words you speak determine the direction of your future. You are not simply reacting to life. Life is reacting to you. What you continuously think about, you begin to attract. What you believe in your heart, you will eventually see in your reality. Think about a thermostat in a house. If you set it to 72 degrees, the system will work to maintain that temperature no matter how hot or cold it is outside. Your mind works the same way. Your dominant thoughts create the temperature of your life. If your mindset is filled with thoughts of success, abundance, and confidence, then your life will naturally rise to match that level. But if your mind is filled with fear, doubt, and negativity, your life will reflect those struggles. Many people feel stuck because they are trapped in cycles of negative thinking. They replay past mistakes, dwell on their weaknesses, and expect the worst. Without realizing it, they are programming their minds to attract struggle and disappointment. The mind does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It simply acts on the instructions it receives. When you think thoughts of defeat, you give those thoughts permission to take root and manifest in your life. On the other hand, when you begin to shift your thoughts, everything around you begins to shift as well. If you start telling yourself, I am strong, I am capable, I am favored, your mind will begin to align with those words. Your confidence will grow. Your actions will reflect that belief. You will begin to make decisions that bring you closer to success rather than further away from it. Great athletes, successful business leaders, and influential figures all have one thing in common. They understand the power of their thoughts. They see victory in their minds before they ever experience it in reality. They refuse to dwell on setbacks and instead focus on possibilities. This is not just motivational talk. It is a fundamental truth of life. What you allow to take root in your mind will eventually show up in your circumstances. You cannot think thoughts of failure and expect to live a victorious life. You cannot dwell on limitations and expect to walk in abundance. The key is to guard your mind, to be intentional about what you focus on, and to continually feed yourself thoughts that empower, strengthen, and uplift. Every day, from the moment you wake up, your mind is absorbing thoughts, ideas, and influences that shape the course of your day. The way you speak to yourself, the words you declare over your life, and the beliefs you reinforce become the foundation of your reality. Daily affirmations are not just words. They are powerful declarations that shape your mindset, influence your actions, and transform your future. The human brain is wired to respond to repetition. The more you hear something, the more you believe it, and the more it manifests in your life. When you consistently affirm positive, life-giving words, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. Over time, these declarations become deeply embedded in your belief system, and your actions start aligning with them. This is why successful people, athletes, and leaders make affirmations a part of their daily routine. They understand that their words create their reality. Many people go through life speaking words of doubt, fear, and limitation without even realizing it. They say things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, things never work out for me. These words may seem harmless, but they have a profound impact. The more you repeat them, the more your mind accepts them as truth, and soon your actions and choices start reflecting those negative beliefs. It becomes a cycle. Your words shape your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. On the other hand, when you start your day by declaring powerful affirmations, you take control of your mindset before the world has a chance to influence it. You wake up and say, I am strong, I am confident, I am capable, I am blessed. Doors of opportunity are opening for me. I am surrounded by favor. Everything is working out for my good. These words shift your focus, elevate your energy, and set the tone for your day. Instead of being reactive to circumstances, you become proactive in shaping your life. Science backs this up. Studies show that positive affirmations activate the brain's reward system, reduce stress, and improve performance. When you declare positive statements with conviction, your brain releases neurotransmitters that boost your mood and motivation. Over time, these affirmations create new neural pathways that reinforce positive beliefs, making it easier to stay confident, optimistic, and focused. Affirmations are especially powerful when spoken with emotion. It's not just about repeating words. It's about believing them, feeling them, and letting them sink into your spirit. The more you declare them with passion and conviction, the more they take root. You may not see immediate results, but just like planting a seed, the effects are growing beneath the surface, preparing to manifest in your life. Life is a series of patterns, and the patterns you repeat determine the results you see. Many people find themselves stuck in negative cycles of doubt, fear, procrastination, and self-sabotage, without realizing that these patterns are not just habits, but deeply ingrained beliefs and behaviors that have been reinforced over time. The good news is that just as these cycles were created, they can also be broken. The moment you decide to take control of your thoughts and actions, you begin the process of stepping into a new, more powerful version of yourself. Negative cycles often start with a single thought. I'm not good enough. Things never work out for me. I always mess up. That thought becomes a belief, and that belief shapes decisions. Decisions turn into habits, and habits create a lifestyle. Before long, it feels as if you're trapped in a loop, repeating the same struggles, facing the same disappointments, and never truly moving forward. But this cycle is not permanent. It is not who you are. It is simply a pattern that has been running on autopilot. The key is to interrupt the cycle and introduce a new way of thinking. Awareness is the first step. You cannot change what you do not recognize. Pay attention to the thoughts that dominate your mind. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they moving you forward or keeping you stagnant? The moment you become aware of these limiting thoughts, you gain the power to challenge them. Instead of accepting them as truth, start questioning them. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me? Is it based on facts or just fear? More often than not, negative cycles are built on beliefs that have no real foundation. They are simply fears disguised as truth. Once you recognize the negative patterns, the next step is to replace them. You cannot simply remove a bad habit. You must replace it with a better one. If your cycle is one of fear, replace it with faith. If your cycle is one of self-doubt, replace it with confidence. If your cycle is one of procrastination, replace it with action. Every time an old thought tries to pull you back into the cycle, respond with a new declaration. Say to yourself, I am more than capable. I am moving forward. I am breaking free. Your environment also plays a role in breaking negative cycles. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the conversations you engage in all reinforce the mindset you carry. If you are surrounded by negativity, it becomes harder to step into a new cycle of growth and success. Make a conscious effort to create an environment that aligns with the person you want to become. Read books that inspire you. Listen to messages that uplift you. Spend time with people who challenge you to grow. When you surround yourself with the right influences, it becomes easier to shift your mindset and maintain the changes you are making. Breaking free from negative cycles is not about making one big decision. It is about consistently choosing a new path day after day. It is about recognizing that you have the power to change, that your past does not define you, and that every moment is an opportunity to rewrite your story. No matter how long you have been stuck, the moment you decide to shift your thoughts, your entire life begins to change. The words you speak are more than just sounds. They are seeds planted into the soil of your future. Every word carries energy, shaping the reality you experience. Whether you realize it or not, your words are creating the atmosphere around you, influencing your mindset, your emotions, and even the opportunities that come your way. If you want to change your life, you must first change the words you speak over yourself, your circumstances, and your future. Words are powerful because they shape beliefs. What you repeatedly say, you begin to believe. What you believe, you begin to act upon, and what you act upon, you eventually become. When you constantly say, I'm not good enough, I never catch a break, things never work out for me, those words become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Without realizing it, you start making decisions that align with those negative statements, reinforcing the very reality you don't want. But when you choose to declare words of victory, I am capable, I am blessed, doors of opportunity are opening for me, your mind begins to accept those statements as truth, and your actions start aligning with them. And science supports this. Studies show that words can rewire the brain, shaping neural pathways and influencing emotional and physical well-being. When you speak positively, your brain releases chemicals that boost confidence, reduce stress, and increase motivation. On the other hand, negative words create stress responses in the body, leading to anxiety, self-doubt, and a lack of motivation. This means that the words you speak don't just impact your mindset, they directly affect your health, your energy, and even your ability to succeed. The power of words is evident in every area of life. Think about how a simple compliment can lift your mood, or how one harsh criticism can stay with you for years. The same principle applies to the words you speak over yourself. When you say, I am talented, I have what it takes, my future is bright, you are reinforcing confidence. You are programming your mind to expect success, and in turn, you start attracting opportunities that align with those expectations. The words you speak over others are just as important. If you constantly speak negativity into your relationships, your job, or your circumstances, you will see that negativity reflected in those areas. But when you choose to speak blessings, encouragement, and possibility, you bring life to those situations. Instead of saying, this job is draining me, say, I am grateful for opportunities to grow. Instead of saying, my dreams are out of reach, say, I am on my way to something great. Words set the tone for your day, your relationships, and your future. They create momentum in your life, either moving you towards success or keeping you trapped in limitation. If you want to see change, start by changing your declarations. Speak words that empower, uplift, and propel you forward. Every word you say is a seed, and in time you will reap the harvest of the words you have spoken. Victory doesn't start when you achieve your goals. It starts the moment you begin to see yourself as capable, strong, and unstoppable. The way you perceive yourself determines how you show up in the world, how you handle challenges, and how you respond to opportunities. If you constantly see yourself as struggling, inadequate, or falling behind, you will unconsciously act in ways that keep you stuck in that reality. But when you shift your vision and start seeing yourself as victorious, you step into a new level of confidence, power, and possibility. Your self-image is like a blueprint. It dictates what you expect from life, how you treat yourself, and what you believe is possible. Many people live with a limited vision of themselves because they have been shaped by past failures, negative words spoken over them, or disappointments they've experienced. They go through life carrying labels, not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. And as long as they hold on to that identity, they continue to live within those limitations. But the truth is, those labels are not permanent. You have the power to redefine yourself. You are not your past mistakes, your struggles, or your setbacks. You are destined for greatness, but you have to see it before you can step into it. Every person faces moments of uncertainty, challenges that seem impossible, and situations where fear tries to take control. Fear whispers doubts, magnifies obstacles, and convinces you that you are not capable, not ready, or not strong enough. But fear is not the truth. Fear is a liar. It is a false narrative designed to keep you stuck, to make you shrink back, and to rob you of the destiny that is waiting for you. The only way to silence fear is to replace it with faith. Faith and fear cannot coexist in the same space. Where there is faith, fear has no power. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It is about believing in a greater reality beyond what you can currently see. It is choosing to trust that there is a way forward even when you don't have all the answers. It is knowing deep down that you are being guided, equipped, and strengthened for every step of the journey. Faith says, even if I can't see it yet, I know something good is coming. Even if I don't feel ready, I know I am capable. Even if I don't have all the resources, I know doors will open in the right time. Fear always focuses on the worst case scenario. It plays out every reason why something won't work, why you shouldn't try, why you will fail. It keeps you in a constant state of hesitation, causing you to delay, overthink, and doubt yourself. But faith looks at the same situation and sees possibility. It reminds you that you have already overcome so much that you have the strength to keep going, and that setbacks are not signs to quit. They are setups for something greater. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history happened because someone chose faith over fear. Every successful person, every leader, every world changer has had moments where fear told them to stop, but instead of listening to fear, they moved forward in faith. They took the risk, stepped out despite uncertainty, and refused to let fear have the final say. If they had waited for perfect conditions, they would have never started. If they had waited to feel completely ready, they would have never stepped into their purpose. Faith is not about having all the answers. It is about trusting the process. It is about believing that every challenge is preparing you for something greater, that every setback is setting you up for a comeback, and that every step you take in faith is leading you closer to your destiny. The more you operate in faith, the stronger it becomes. The more you choose to trust instead of doubt, the more you see evidence that faith works. Fear is loud, but faith is stronger. Fear may try to creep in, but you don't have to entertain it. You can choose to stand in faith, to speak words of confidence, to take bold action even when you feel uncertain. You can remind yourself that fear does not get to write your story, faith does. The choice is always there. Shrink back in fear or step forward in faith. And every time you choose faith, you take one step closer to the future that was meant for you all along. The voices you listen to will shape the person you become. Every day you are absorbing words, opinions, and influences that either push you forward or hold you back. Whether you realize it or not, the people you surround yourself with are helping to define your mindset, your self-belief, and the direction of your life. If you want to reach new levels, accomplish your goals, and become the best version of yourself, you must be intentional about the voices you allow into your life. Not all voices are beneficial. Some people speak life, encouragement, and possibility, while others speak doubt, negativity, and limitation. If you constantly listen to people who complain, who always see the worst in every situation, or who tell you what you can't do, it won't be long before you start adopting that mindset. Their fear becomes your fear, their insecurity becomes your insecurity, their limitations become yours. That's why it's critical to surround yourself with voices that uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow. The right voices will remind you of your potential. They will speak faith into your future. They will see greatness in you even when you don't see it in yourself. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, you begin to rise to the level of their expectations. Their confidence in you strengthens your own. Their words of encouragement become fuel that propels you forward, even in moments of doubt. Your environment plays a major role in your success. If you want to develop a strong, confident mindset, you need to be around people who think big, dream big, and push beyond limitations. You need voices that challenge you to grow, not voices that keep you comfortable in mediocrity. Growth happens when you are stretched, when you are inspired to think differently, and when you are encouraged to step out of your comfort zone. The right voices are not always the loudest voices. Sometimes the people with the most opinions are the ones who have never stepped out in faith, never taken risks, and never pursued their dreams. They may mean well, but their perspective is shaped by their own fears and experiences. You have to be selective about who you listen to. Just because someone is speaking doesn't mean you have to accept their words as truth. This also applies to what you consume, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, the social media content you engage with. All of these are voices that influence your thinking. If you are constantly filling your mind with negativity, gossip, or discouragement, it will affect the way you see yourself and your future. But if you make a habit of feeding your mind with wisdom, positivity, and inspiration, you will begin to develop a mindset of confidence and success. You may not be able to control every voice that comes into your life, but you can control which ones you give power to. You can choose to tune out negativity and surround yourself with people who uplift and empower you. When you do, you will find yourself thinking bigger, believing stronger, and walking with a new level of purpose and confidence. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is a powerful force that shifts your perspective, transforms your mindset, and opens the door to greater blessings. When you choose to focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you activate a principle that has the ability to change every area of your life. Gratitude is not just a reaction to good things, it is a decision to see the good even in the midst of challenges. It is an attitude that invites miracles into your life. Too often people wait for everything to be perfect before they feel grateful. They think, I'll be thankful when I get the promotion, when I meet the right person, when my problems are solved. But gratitude is not meant to be delayed. It is meant to be practiced in the present. When you are grateful right where you are, you create an environment for even greater things to come. Gratitude has the power to multiply blessings, turning what you have into more than enough. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already working in your favor. Gratitude changes the way you see life. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, you start noticing what's right. Instead of being overwhelmed by struggles, you begin to see opportunities for growth. Every day presents a choice. You can focus on problems, or you can focus on the goodness that surrounds you. When you choose gratitude, you retrain your mind to look for the positive. And the more you seek it, the more you find. Science confirms what many have long believed. Gratitude has the ability to rewire the brain. Studies show that people who practice gratitude experience lower stress levels, improved mental clarity, and even better physical health. When you regularly express appreciation, your brain releases chemicals that boost happiness and well-being. Gratitude is not just a nice idea. It is a proven key to a more joyful, peaceful, and fulfilled life. Gratitude also shifts the way you interact with others. When you are grateful, you carry yourself differently. You become more patient, more understanding, and more generous. You begin to see people not as obstacles, but as blessings. Relationships deepen when appreciation is expressed, and connections are strengthened when gratitude is present. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to unlock unexpected breakthroughs. When you maintain a heart of thankfulness, even in difficult seasons, you open the door for divine favor, new opportunities, and unexpected blessings. Gratitude creates an energy that attracts more of what you desire. It signals to the universe that you are ready for increase, that you are prepared to handle more, and that you trust the process of life. Even in challenges, there is always something to be grateful for. Every setback carries a lesson. Every delay holds purpose, and every disappointment has the potential to redirect you to something better. When you develop the habit of gratitude, you stop seeing problems as roadblocks and start viewing them as stepping stones. You realize that nothing is happening to you, everything is happening for you. You begin to understand that every moment, no matter how small, holds a reason to be thankful. Waiting is never easy. When you've been working hard, praying, believing, and doing everything in your power to move forward, but the breakthrough hasn't come yet, it's easy to feel frustrated. You might start wondering if what you're hoping for will ever happen. The delay can feel like a roadblock, a sign that maybe you're not meant to have that opportunity, that relationship, that dream. But just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Delay is not denial. What you're waiting for may simply be in the process of being prepared, or better yet, you may be in the process of being prepared for it. Many times, delay is divine positioning. What looks like a setback is actually a setup for something greater. If you received what you're asking for before the right time, it wouldn't be a blessing, it might overwhelm you, or you might not have the wisdom to handle it properly. Sometimes you're not being held back, you're being positioned, strengthened, and refined so that when the door opens, you'll be ready to walk through it with confidence and clarity. Think about a seed planted in the ground. When you plant it, nothing happens right away, at least not on the surface. But beneath the soil, roots are growing, foundations are being established, and the seed is preparing to break through. Just because you don't see movement doesn't mean growth isn't happening. In the same way, your delay is not a sign that nothing is working, it's a sign that something is developing beneath the surface. Delay also serves as a test of faith. Will you trust the process even when you don't see progress? Will you remain hopeful when things seem stagnant? The truth is, many people give up too soon. They walk away from their dreams right before the breakthrough. They lose faith because the timing didn't match their expectations. But if you stay faithful, if you keep believing, if you continue to prepare yourself for what's coming, you will see that the waiting season was never wasted. It was shaping you for something even greater than you imagined. Some of the most successful people in the world face significant delays before reaching their goals. Great ideas, inventions, books, and businesses often took years of persistence before they became successful. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is the ability to endure the delay without losing faith. The dream doesn't die because of time. It dies when you stop believing in it. Sometimes the delay is protecting you. What you thought was a missed opportunity may have been a closed door for a reason. Maybe that job you didn't get wasn't right for you. Maybe that relationship that didn't work out was actually saving you from unnecessary pain. What feels like rejection is often redirection. You may not understand it now, but one day you will look back and realize that the delay was actually a blessing in disguise. The key is to stay prepared, stay expectant, and keep moving forward. Just because the answer hasn't come yet doesn't mean it's not on the way. Your dreams, your breakthrough, your victory, it's all still in motion. The timing may not be yours, but the promise remains.